Right now, the host of Facing South Florida, Jim DeFede, is joining us. And Jim, why are we seeing more Obama than Biden in Florida? What's the strategy there?
Well, again, you are going to see Joe Biden coming up here on Thursday. He's going to be in Tampa and he's going to be in Broward. But you clearly are not seeing as many events surrounding Joe Biden as you are, for instance, the president. And here's the simple math on it. One, they feel confident that their poll numbers and that they're doing the right things in the states they need to win. The only thing that could shake up this race in their minds is if suddenly in the final days of this election, if Joe Biden were to have to announce that he had tested positive for COVID. So I think their main concern above all else right now is keeping Joe Biden safe through Election Day, not putting him in opportunities that could be at risk. Plus, really, if you think about it, the way that these campaigns are being run is a microcosm of the way that they're sort of saying that they're going to lead the country. One, following science and caution in terms of how to deal with the virus, and the other saying, no, we're going to be as active as possible and out there. But the final point I just want to make about Barack Obama, too, and I made this on Sunday, was, you know, Barack Obama is a better campaigner for Joe Biden than Joe Biden is. Barack Obama has that unique, rare gift to be able to both criticize and stick a knife into Donald Trump and at the same time do it with a light-handed touch that's so dismissive of the president that it sort of evokes smiles for a lot of people. Now, I know Obama's a controversial figure, but there's a real talent there in being able to do that, and nobody can generate Democratic voters quite like Barack Obama.
Jim, the president also doing multiple events between now and the election. So what's the plan there for him?
So, as I was saying, of course, the president is far more active on the campaign trail. And I think that here's the rationale for this from the Trump perspective. This is all about getting their base out to vote, but not just their base. They need to try to expand it. So it's not so much about trying to convince Biden voters to switch over to Donald Trump. It's about trying to get new people into the voting system, trying to get people who like Donald Trump but haven't really voted before, energizing and tapping into those. The folks who are showing up at Donald Trump rallies, I guarantee you they've already voted. The message is to try to get them out to their friends and neighbors, post pictures on Instagram, talk to their friends, and try to get them excited about pulling in new voters, because the turnout is going to be immense. Now, the downside for Donald Trump is the Democrats released certain polls recently that said that in a lot of these key states that are fighting coronavirus, the problem that you're getting is they see Donald Trump's rallies as being irresponsible. So for every voter he may be attracting to his side, he could be alienating voters who see his actions as being reckless.
Fine line to walk there. Jim DeFede, thanks so much for your insight this evening. Now, don't forget, if you want to vote in person early, the last day to do that is this Sunday. You can go to any early voting site in your county. Election Day is 1 week from today, and polls are open 7 to 7. On Election Day, you must go to your assigned precinct. And if you have a mail-in ballot, it must be received by 7 p.m. on Election Day in order to count.